In my 3-hour hands-on with Treyarch's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, I tried out some returning favorite weapons, score streaks, 2 new modes, and 5 new maps. It's still Call of Duty, but as we all know, each iteration features small to big adjustments in the gunplay and mechanics. I can't give full impressions on how good they'll be by launch, but I'm already seeing some things I want changed from this alpha to the beta, and I'm curious how the community will adapt to this year's Call of Duty and its new modes.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
The new 6v6 mode we played was VIP Escort. Attackers are tasked with getting their VIP player to one of 2 random extraction points. The defending team needs to hunt down the VIP. The round is over and sides flip when the VIP escapes or dies, or if the defending team is wiped out completely. Score streaks are off the table, but the VIP does have a spy plane to call in once per round. The VIP is also at a bit of a disadvantage in that they're only equipped with a pistol, smoke grenades, and frag grenades. Unless you can work your magic with a pistol, which is totally possible, you'll need to stick with someone on your team for protection. The first team to 4 points wins. In VIP Escort, players are also downed first before being completely wiped out of the round and can be revived. This is yet another mode that's best played with friends, or at least with mics. Communicating through an odd series of jumps, as I tried to do in my session, isn't ideal. And it can be confusing when your VIP is following you and decides to up and run off from the safe path you've carved out for them. Another new mode we played is Combined Arms. These matches feature large maps for 24 players and 5 to 6 capture zones that need to be controlled for points. It's a little odd to tout this as a new mode, as it's just another take on ground war, but with fewer players than what Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 offered. Combined Arms felt like more of the same, but with the added chaos of someone rolling in with a tank that takes too many hits from multiple rocket launchers to take down. A tank should have some resistance, but as they are pretty easy to get to, I hope Treyarch tweaks their resilience.
Contesting hardpoint.
Now, let's talk maps. We played on the following 5 maps: Miami, Satellite, Moscow, Crossroads, and Armada. Of the 5, I'd say Armada is the most notable in that it's one of the biggest and by far the most unique. Armada takes place across 3 large ships. You can use jet skis to get around or swim to approach points for stealthy attacks. And yet, Armada didn't make the best first impression. I appreciate its novelty, but the size of this map made getting around a bit of a hassle, especially with Call of Duty's signature fast time to kill. I felt like a lot of my time was used trying to get somewhere with the hope of having an advantage in a firefight. I learned how to better control an area after playing this map a few times, but so far it's on the low end of my budding preferred map list. On the other hand, Miami was neat. This smaller map had lots of great engagement spots, at least in the few times I played it. It is difficult to get a read on a map after playing it in a limited setting like a preview event, but this one has promise. Another challenge is figuring out the viability of weapons. I happily returned to my first favorite Call of Duty gun, the RPD, and did my best with it despite the seemingly general preference to play with SMGs and snipers. I'm sure the weapons will undergo more tuning before we get our hands on Black Ops Cold War again. But the one major thing I hope changes is the time it takes to throw a frag grenade. Black Ops Cold War somehow makes pulling a frag grenade pin feel excruciatingly long in its fast action, especially compared to the time it takes to lob any other equipment. A few hours can only offer so much insight into multiplayer balance and design, but so far, I'm generally interested. Given that Raven is focusing on the campaign and leaving the multiplayer to Treyarch, I have high expectations for whatever we get to see next. I didn't have the opportunity to try out Fireteam, a new category of game modes featuring 10 teams in squads of 4, and I'm curious to see how that fits in with Warzone and the wider Call of Duty multiplayer suite. Be sure to check out our VIP Escort gameplay video and our Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 review next, and for more on Call of Duty, keep it on IGN.